Okay, y'all, I'm gonna keep this very brief. To all my It fans out there, excuse me, there has been to the people who watched the new school It. I'm not talking about the old school one. I'm talking about the new one that came out. I think it came out it might have been 2016, 2017. Between 2016 and 2018, I think the new It came out around that time, right? And they decided, not only did they make a movie, but they made like an actual show called It. It's called It Welcome to Derry. Derry is the name of the town, right? So y'all, I watched the show. I'm watching the show, right? And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, you do not watch this. You're gonna be mad because it's a spoiler alert. So for all y'all who watched the It show, right? This is the first season. So that moment in the season where we ended up finding out there was an actual lady that worked at a psych ward, and it turns out her father dressed up as a clown, and a lot of kids were drawn to him and everything. This was like, they did like a whole backstory on this. So the lady's father dressed up as a clown, and then she wanted to like follow in his footsteps and dress up as a clown as well, be a part of the act. And on one unlucky night, the father was just getting ready for a show, and then he was greeted by this evil entity, and it was the it creature or spirit, right? The evil spirit. So it ended up luring him into the woods, because the clown knew that, oh, I could use him to attract more children so he could feed off their fear and stay alive, right? So clown lures him into the woods. He gets killed, right? The daughter is traumatized. She's upset. She's like, no, my father, he's gone. He died, whatever the hell, you know. So for years, she's thinking, yeah, I'm all over the place. So basically, right, the clown the entity kills her father, who would like who would dress up as a clown and do entertainment, carnival, stuff like that, right? And the entity takes the father's place. So it takes the father's form as a clown, right? And the entity would use this clown costume and looks to, like, you know, prey on kids, lure them in, and, you know, then eventually kill them and eat them, feed off their fear. So for years, I'm getting to it. So for years, this lady, she's thinking that this is her, you know, dead father as a spirit or something that's like, oh, this is my dad. And because her dad was what, y'all? Her dad played dress up. He was a clown. He was an entertainer. But the thing killed the dad, y'all. So she's thinking this whole time this entity is her dad. It's not. And what she's been doing all these years is actually luring kids to what she thinks is her father. But the thing is actually killing these kids and eating them. These are innocent children. And all these years, she's thinking she's doing the right thing. She's like, oh, okay, I'm just like, I'm connecting with my dad, you know. Y'all, this is what she's thinking she's doing all these years. This lady's a psycho. Then fast forward up to now, she's go as far as like stalking the kids. And then the one girl that that she was talking to, that she said she would never let nothing happen to her and all this stuff. So the child ends up realizing that this woman has been doing this, right? She's been doing this for years. And she still thinks this thing is her father, y'all. And the entity knows this, but he's playing along with her, thinking that it's actually her father, so that she can bring more children to feed it. I've probably said it 3 times. That's all. It's so messed up. So the girl's pissed. She doesn't want nothing to do with the lady no more. Now you have so then it fast forward. It gets to a part in the show where the the woman, obviously she decides to put on her full clown costume and all that. Again, makeup and all, go in the woods, encounters this man whose car breaks down, and then he's like messing with the lady. I guess that was her abusive husband, whatever the hell. And then it appears, the it entity, the clown, appears behind him, and the it character slashes the man, kills him, starts eating his brains in front of the woman, you know, the woman that thinks this is her father, because she keeps still calling this thing Papa. She's like, Papa? And it's like, okay, Lord. Anyways, the thing eats the dude's brains, throws dude on the ground. She's like, oh my God, Papa, I missed you. She goes after him, hugs him, embraces this it thing, and she's still thinking, oh, this is my father. And it's like, no, this is the evil entity that killed your father. It ate your father. She's hugging him, embracing him. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then even the it thing is trying to fight the urge not to kill the lady, because he knows, ooh, I need her to lure more useless souls and fearful souls to me so I can eat more people, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, no. So she's hugging him, right? Lets him go. And then he says, because, you know, sometimes this thing has to rest sometimes. So he's like, oh, hey, I have to rest now. And she's like, but Papa, no. He was like, I have to rest. I'll be back. Like playing, the entity is playing along. And then she gets mad. She's like, no, and yanks him. And then he give her, and then the it clown look at her and give her this look like, oh, I'm about to kill this girl. Like, and she's like, and then she looks at him for like a split second. She looks at him and his eyes go, right? At that exact moment, she realizes, you're not my papa. And I'm like, y'all, I was so mad. I'm like, so now you realize it. After all these years, you realize that this is not your papa, and you just been dealing with an evil spirit, getting kids killed and eaten. Y'all. So then the it thing looks at her, and he's like, doing his little evil sadistic laugh. And she's like, who are you? And what did you do with my papa? And then he like, okay. And, you know, he's like, I ate him. And do his little silly little thing. And I'm like, oh, hell nah. So I'm like, I'm just mad, y'all, that after all these years, it took all this time for you to realize, and you just disagreeing with the entity to realize, oh, this is actually some evil thing. This isn't my dad. So she goes on and, you know, finds that out. Then the spirit, obviously the entity is going to really wants to kill her now. He doesn't care anymore. It's like, well, I might as well use your energy now. So he does this little energy harvest thing, opens his mouth, the glow thing comes up, and then she raises up in the air, and it's like he was sucking the energy from her body. It was very weird. And, you know, I think he killed her. She dies, or she's in a state of psychosis. I don't know if that lady is still alive or not. That it was like some weird scene where they were taking her body away and her eyes moved. That either had something to do with the entity, or maybe she's still alive. I have no clue. But y'all, that scene pissed me off. I was so mad. I'm like, I know this lady did not do this, and I could see why old girl ran when she found out that information, because this little girl that she thought this woman, it was her friend, turns out not, and got her friends killed. So she's like, fuck this lady. That's why she cut her and ran away from her when she found out the info. Like, this was like a little earlier in the episode, before all this other stuff I explained. But yeah, y'all, I was so mad. I'm like, this freaking lady, she got what was coming to her. Because I'm like, and she herself needed to be in a mental institution, because if she needed help, because hell no. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Y'all let me know what you think. Peace. This video is almost 10 minutes long. I wonder if anybody watched this all the way through, because people's attention spans are short. Goodbye. Peace.